Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Sister Wives, Season 19, Episode 8.
I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Blair, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
David comes over to spend time with Christine and all of her kids.
Yeah.
She talks about how her kids miss the holiday tradition, so she's going to include some of the meals that the other mothers made from back in the day. They talk about the venues and how many guests that they're going to have at the wedding, so it's probably going to be a lot. They joked about maybe 700, but it could be in the very well hundreds because he had two sisters that live polygamy, even though they haven't lived polygamy within the past 30 years.
Okay.
Then they talk about kissing, whether it was like on the second date or the third date, but Christine pretty much makes it clear that with her and Kody, there was not much affection. She doesn't want to go into another relationship with any uncertainty about that.
That's one thing I wanted to point out in this episode, at least on Christine's point, is that she have said in past seasons that her and Kody was not affectionate. So I know, David, you got a lot of affection that you will be getting.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So Kody and Christine apparently told Tony and McKelty to wait when it came to their wedding. Kody was talking about how one of the other kids had gotten married like around the same time, and he said it would be just too much for him to have both these weddings back to back. She sees now where Tony and McKelty were coming from, and some of her kids, are not very comfortable that she's moving so fast with David, but that wouldn't make a difference to them anyway.
No, it's not. It's okay. Listen here, Christine's the one that had to deal with Kody, and she's like, listen here, I'm going to do what I want to do. Matter of fact, I'm about to kiss David in front of y'all.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Kody has been thinking back about the good times with Christine. He would have liked for them to be friends after the breakup, but it couldn't happen because every step of the way there was Cody's favorite word, betrayal.
Oh, my goodness. Betrayal. You know what I mean? Betrayal. Let's keep going.
Well, it's Cody's 55th birthday. Apparently, he talked to Robyn about their values, and he has been struggling with his values throughout the divorce process.
Okay.
He has lost a sense of direction for his life. He has a safe place with Robyn, but he has guilt for not being involved with everyone else.
Okay.
He said everyone else who's out there. Robyn says that Kody has been lost, and she recognizes that he is in a painful place and probably in fear of losing her as well.
Yeah.
Kody was all about his family and his children when he was younger. He was naive going into plural marriage, just thinking that he would be around his kids and all of his wives, and then his older kids would probably live with their spouses and children across the street from him. His new goal now is to be a good dad. He talks about how he made a covenant with God to really bring his family back together and be the father that he needs to be.
So far in this season, have we seen that?
Not at all.
So I don't even know why he even brought that up. When he said that, I'm thinking to myself, hey Kody, if there's nothing literally stopping you from picking up the phone and calling your kids.
Yeah.
You can literally pick out just a day with a notepad and literally just go, I'm going to call each kid. And whichever one don't answer, I'm going to call them tomorrow. And I'm going to give them 3 calls. And when they don't give me a call back in after those 3 calls, I'm going to make a visit. Like there's actual plans and strategy that he can do to at least repair the bridge to a relationship with his kids. If truth be told, as we go see later on with Janelle, maybe if you had a good relationship with your kids, you may still have your marriages.
Well,
not Christine, because she is not polygamous. I
Right.
don't know why she got into this whole world, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right about that. Also, I feel like Kody, maybe I'll go into it more when he speaks to Janelle.
Yeah.
But he tries to manipulate the women, or at least the women he can try to manipulate, which is really only Janelle, to getting into relationships or having better situations, or even saying Meri is his friend, so that way he can have some type of connection to the family that he didn't sustain.
Yeah.
It's just this odd thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Christine and David, they go look for rings. We're not getting all into that. They're married now.
Mm-hmm.
Janelle has lunch with Kody. So Kody walks in. First thing he came out his mouth is, "Oh, this is intimate."
Oh yeah.
That's not what we're here for, Kody.
Oh no. That's what I came with on my mind. Okay. I want some more alone time with Janelle. Cause listen, you can't tell me when he took her out for her birthday and things like that, took her to her favorite restaurant, took her out. He straight pulled out the good car for her. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't tell me that they did not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Cause Janelle just like, listen here, all all the things that's wrong with Kody, we just be talking. We just be chilling. It's just easy. I know what you mean by that, Janelle.
Okay.
I've been in a relationship long enough to know what that means.
So Janelle plans to take legal action regarding the land if needed.
Whoa, I ain't coming for that.
Janelle tells him that we need to talk about the land. And he's like, oh, we've got time. And she said, we really only have 3.5 months. If they don't get the cash that they need to come up, they have to consider different financing. They signed a pretty bad deal. So if they can't come up with the money, the property will be taken back at that time.
Yeah.
She asked if he's interested in buying her out. And Kody's like, well, whoa, you jumped to the end, didn't you?
I'm about to say, like, come on now. We on a date, ain't we?
He said, what about you living on the property? What about me and you? She doesn't think they exist in the same world anymore. She doesn't see a long-term relationship for them at all. And Kody doesn't think they've really talked enough about their relationship, but Janelle is in the confessional talking about, we've had so many conversations. She looked frustrated. Look, she said, we had so many conversations about being incompatible. She's like, this is a diversion tactic. And you're absolutely right, Janelle. Kody tells her, look, me and Meri, we're in a place to where we'll always be friends, and he'll never say anything bad about Meri again.
And I had to be like, he said he won't never say nothing bad about Meri, and I was like, I was waiting for it, and then he said again. I was like, okay, starting right now in this moment, since the words left my mouth. Yeah. And friends, that's a strong word too, because you, a couple episodes ago, you basically was like, I married the wrong person. Yes. So I'm like, wow, okay.
He talks about reconciling with her to get back in her good graces, but more so he can have an end to his children. Yeah. Reconciling with her means giving her all the power in the relationship, and he feels like it's a fake discussion. He thinks that they both just don't want to be accountable for breaking up. Okay. For pulling, the proverbial trigger. Yeah. Janelle says that he wants a wife that acts differently than she does. Yeah. And she tells him that he's selfish and self-absorbed, and maybe he's always been that way. Yeah. The kids talk about the dad that they grew up with versus the dad that he is now. And Kody, of course, never taking accountability for anything, says that they shut him out and they're going off of what happened during COVID and not looking at him in the broad picture of things.
That could be true, but COVID was so long ago.
Janelle will always choose her kids, and his life has always centered around Robyn's house. She felt like she wasn't as important.
That is true.
We see the confessional with Robyn saying that when Kody makes a choice, she always gets blamed, but Kody is not someone that can be controlled.
What is your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is, Robyn, I agree. I don't think Kody can be controlled, but I think if you press him enough, he'll listen to you.
I don't know about that.
And the reason I feel that way is when it came to like her wedding and the fact that he didn't have a big wedding for any of the other wives, but decided to have a big one with Robyn in a way to fix not having a big wedding for the other women. Yeah. To me, I was just like, Robyn, if you were to really push back and say, I don't want to have this wedding, I feel like he might have listened to her.
I feel like we're in it at the same destination, but taking different routes, Blair. Okay. I feel like she's like, Robyn is not the cause of all the things that Kody does. No. That's something we can objectively say as a community, right? But I think Robyn used another tactic that that kind of serves her. And it's the tactic of silence. It's the tactic of not speaking up, right? So
not pushing back fully.
Yeah, like so it's like have you ever heard the saying of, if you ain't for me, you are against me, right? I don't think Robyn is for the other sister wives enough, so automatically that puts her against them. Something as simple as Kody could have came up with the idea, and look, we will have this big wedding and things like that, and in his mind, he's like, I'm gonna make up for all the other wives, whatever Kody tells himself or tells us, right? And Robyn just basically like, whatever Kody want to do. Yeah. You know what? You can't tell Kody what to do. And I'm just like, you didn't even attempt. Yeah. Dude, you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like she's kind of playing that like passive kind of airheady role, in my opinion, to where she's like, listen here, Kody going to do what he want to do and things like that. But I feel like she have never, or put like this, it's not enough times that it can actually like be measured up.
That we've seen.
That she actually spoke up for the other sister wives? Is she gonna speak up for Meri when Kody been talking 5-6 seasons of not being with her? You get what I'm saying? So I feel like it's fake support. And there's no attempt. So of course you're going to get blamed, even though I do not feel like Robyn is the initiator of these plans of we go do this, buy my house, adopt my kid, da 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 da. But she is playing like, oh well, Kody want to do what he want to do. What can I tell him?
But I do want to say, like, and just to give her a little bit of bail, we have seen her talk to him and say that you need to talk to your kids. You need to make the effort. You need to reach out to your kids.
This season, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's too late.
Well, I'm not saying, I feel like if she's done it now, she's done it before. That's how I feel.
This is what, okay, I give you a little bail to get out of jail, right? What was the premise of that conversation?
I don't remember.
She said, I'm starting to lose respect for you.
So it's always kind of self-serving.
Because you don't take care of your kids.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like we are suffering.
Yeah.
Because of your actions. And sometimes I can see the forest for the trees. Who to say you won't do that to my kids? So that I'm not going to say 100% that Robyn is like, oh, she's totally against. Like basically Robyn had this whole plan. Matter of fact, perfect. I'm not going to say Robyn had this whole plan to isolate him to where she's the only wife. That's not what I'm saying. I think all in all, the only truthful thing that Robyn said is that she wanted a community of sister wives.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I give a bail on. But this whole thing of basically like she's been checking Kody and things of that nature, timing matters. And also your intention matters. So it's like, hey, did you quote unquote what's the word? Say it now when it's already over? What were you saying in the midst of everything? Dude, you get what I'm saying? When it first started popping off, did you put your foot down and basically like, oh no, this is unacceptable. You know, these are my sisters. These are my stepchildren. Like we are a big community. I feel like Robyn's silence played a big part in the demise of everything.
And really creating more hard lines. Like even if Kody is at her house, majority of the time during the week, I mean, Robyn, and you know, this might be a little extreme, but Robyn could have been like, okay, you know, I'm not going to be here. If you're going to be at my house on the days you should be at the other sister wives' houses, extreme, I'm going to go over there and spend time with them.
That's very extreme.
Case. That's very extreme.
That's very extreme.
But I'm saying like, but I also understand the fact that in marriages, sometimes like the guy just kind of has to make their own decision,
that's true.
And they have to fall on their own sword. And I think this is Kody falling on his own sword. And I don't put that much responsibility on Robyn, even if she was silent or she didn't push back enough. That's not really her responsibility. No. It's Kody's responsibility to be a father.
We know the motto here.
Yeah.
What is the motto, Blair?
Cody, is your fault.
It's your fault. Okay. And not only, and maybe I misspoke just 2 minutes ago when I said Robyn played a big part in the demise of the marriages. I specifically mean she plays a part in how she's viewed by the other wives.
Okay.
That's my part. That's why Janelle can confidently say, especially since she's seen it, like, you know, Robyn's this, Robyn's that, Robyn that, because I'm like, as much as you want your sister wives and want to sit on your front porch with your sister wives, hey, I feel like you did not come to their aid. You get what I'm saying? You kind of just sat back and be like, well, Kody's going to do what Kody want to do. Well, we see Kody's doing whatever he want to do.
So his life has always been centered around the little kids, and Janelle she doesn't have much in common with Robyn. He got mad at her about a conversation that Janelle and Robyn had by themselves. Janelle asked Robyn to not buy a house that would chew through the family's resources. And to Janelle, it felt like Robyn went to go tell Kody on her. But Robyn says that she told Kody that Janelle and her were in agreement that they wouldn't get the big home.
Okay.
But when he approached Janelle, he was basically coming down on Janelle about how you shouldn't be telling Robyn this or that. So he ends up shutting down the conversation about Robyn, and Janelle feels like he like worships the ground that Robyn walks on, and he needs to be able to hear everyone equally.
Listen here, don't shut the conversation down. She's not in danger. And my thing is this, okay, don't buy a big house that would chew through the family resources. Especially, I understand what Janelle means, because Janelle was one of the main ones working.
Yeah.
So she's like, don't buy a house that's going to basically eat my money.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And Robyn could be like, oh, okay, I agree. Then why y'all got the big house? Like my whole point is my perception of you is I have actions or I have facts or like I have these results that if I'm coming to you and I'm talking to you about a conversation that we had, I'm believing that we are sister wives and we on one accord.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's good I had this conversation with Robyn. Wait a minute, this is a big house.
But the thing is, I think when it comes to Robyn, I feel like her tact with Kody wasn't there earlier in their marriage.
Okay. It was kind of honeymoon phase, kind of.
I feel like they were in a honeymoon phase and she was probably just sharing with Kody, like, you know, just in a regular relationship, all of your thoughts, all your feelings, whatever you're going through. And I think that also may have been a detriment to the relationship between the sister wives, because even though you want to be able to talk to your husband as though he's your husband and only yours, you also need to speak in the light of the fact that you're in a larger family, and maybe I shouldn't come to him and say, Janelle said, maybe I should come to him and say, I don't think it's a good idea that we get this big house. I think it would be better if we did it this way. And
that's a good point.
And so although Robyn, you know, of course, wants to talk freely to her husband, and this dynamic, which honestly, I don't feel like this dynamic works.
No, it don't.
So if I had to theorize, because this is all I'm theorizing, hypothesizing, because I don't know. But if I had to theorize, I would think you probably have to be a bit more tactful in the way you approach family issues when bringing it to Kody. So that way it doesn't look like there's someone he can point the finger to about an issue. You know?
That's actually a good point, because Janelle and Kody been married for a good while by then.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Robyn was new to this, not true to this. And in a marriage, outside of polygamy, a marriage period, you learn tact.
Yeah.
You learn tactical ways and strategies to talk to your spouse and things like that. So basically, she probably was in the honeymoon phase, just happy and things like that. Oh my goodness, like he adopted my kids, you know what I mean? Like basically like
comfortable.
Very happy. You get what I'm saying? To where Janelle, she's like, I know this guy though. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like basically, I'm not in the honeymoon phase. I'm in the, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta work. I'm providing for the family. And she's like, make sure you don't get this big house for the that's gonna chew up the resources and things of that nature. And then that's when Robyn, who is new to the marriage, who is a new wife to Kody,
and new to polygamy, really,
she don't know the tactfulness of really how to tell him that and for it to actually follow through. Now, if this was to happen now in their marriage, I think her foot could be stronger and it could be more tactful of, we're not gonna get this house. But when you're early on, especially in this whole religious view of it, the husband's the head.
Yeah.
I can't tell the husband not to get the house. I can't really talk back to, if he said we gonna do something, we gonna do something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's Meri's birthday, and we get to see the reveal of the carriage house that has been completed. Yeah. It's been a month since the divorce from Kody. Yeah. She is grieving the loss of what she thought would be her forever, but she is definitely moving on positively in the future. Yeah. So the carriage house is Meri's workspace for her online clothing, as well as a workout space upstairs for her. And we get to see, it really was an amazing transformation. I could definitely see her shooting content in there. It looks like she had a little dressing room, so if people wanted to come by and try things on before purchasing. Yeah. So I was like, this is like a really great thing that they've done for Meri.
What took you so long, Meri?
Yeah.
That's the only sad part about it. That in reality, and this is me speaking to everybody who's watching us and things like that, many of us are scared to take that next step, and that next step is really beautiful. Yeah. And so many years have been robbed from her and things like that because she did not want she took so long to take that first step. And this has always been a waiting Meri and things like that, for her to be able to have like this part of her life to where a whole remake of her whole spot and things like that, and really the next journey, the next chapter of her life. Yeah. You know?
And it was nice that they included her mom's memory bear. Yeah. It was pretty much different items of like her mom's favorite shirts that they put together to make these little memory bears that was sitting on a shelf, just kind of looking over the space. And I was just like, that is such a cute idea to, you know, commemorate her mom and to have a positive representation of her in the space. So I was like, this just all feels it's all the feel goods. Yeah. So she talks about how she has been doing a lot in her life alone. She is officially a single woman, but she's not at the point to where she's ready to date right now. Okay. But Meri feels like, you know, if people don't want you at their table, you create your own table, and she's happy to have people at her table who want to be in her life.
Thank you, Meri.
I'm glad she's gotten to this point.
Exactly.
Because it was really, really sad for her to be standing outside of Robyn's house and Robyn having to bring her Kody's jacket because she couldn't come inside or whatever the weird situation was at that moment. Mm-hmm. So it was just, I'm glad that Meri is not allowing herself to be treated like a stray dog no more. So Janelle, back with the conversation with Kody, says, basically, if I can't talk to you about certain things, that's going to be an issue. Yeah. Kody thinks that she's playing the victim card.
Wait a minute.
Janelle just doesn't think they're going to work. She doesn't think that they will be on equal playing ground. Mm-hmm. And he tells her that they'll always be equal. For them to reconcile, he would want them to be fair partners with each other, but it's never been a real partnership. And I'll say Janelle has been your biggest partner.
I'm about to say, what?
In this polygamy thing. She has been the biggest partner when it comes to y'all whole family.
I don't
out
understand.
Of everybody, Janelle has been your partner.
But the reason why he's talking like that, he just can't get. This is the scary thing about relationships and being with somebody, right? He will foresee everything Janelle have done only because of the one time she agreed with Christine. Christine's my biggest op. Yeah. Christine's my biggest enemy. And he said in this episode, he said when Christine wanted to leave, you gave her your sympathy. I can't feel sorry. Yeah. For losing a sister wife. For you gave her your compassion. You gave her, he named all these things. And I'm just like, the source of everything with Kody is you sided with Christine. Yeah. It really
betrayal.
Yeah, like that's who the real betrayal is. Yeah. It's Christine. You get what I'm saying?
And Janelle says, she doesn't feel like they're married. Her spiritual beliefs tell her that she's still married, but she doesn't know how to ask for a release, but maybe she can get a release since Meri did as well. Kody thinks that they could make it work. Janelle tells her we would have to be two different people. Yeah. She does not believe that he's truly heartbroken. She fully believes he's driven by his ego because there is no effort from either of them on either side of really making this thing come back together. And from their culture, he's a failure for losing his marriages. And she thinks that is where it's stemming from. Yeah. He asks, do you want me to build, or do you want to build on it, or do you want me to buy you out? And she would prefer the money. She really would like her independence.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Kody is thinking that if she builds on Coyote Pass, that might make him and Robyn not want to go there because it would be weird with his ex-wife living there. And it would probably set him free so that he would leave the area.
Okay. He gonna leave Flagstaff.
I don't know why Kody depends on other people's decisions to make his own decisions. It's the weirdest thing. He's depending on the kids to be receptive to him, for him to reach out to him. Kody, make your own moves and stand in what you believe and what you want to do.
See, he is making his own moves, but it's all drenched in victim. Yeah. Like it's all like, that's the thing I don't understand. It's like, bro, from the religious aspect of it, of how they believe in polygamy, you have all the power. Like that's what they believed at one point. You get him being basically the head of all the families. You have all the power. So you feel good when things go right with you have all the powers. But when things are wrong and you have to fix them, all of a sudden it's on someone else. Now the children have the power over you. Right. The children have the power over if y'all reconcile. Janelle has the power, or like your sister wives have the power over if you stay in Coyote Pass or not. It's like, but when things are going right, now you can flex your muscles and things of that nature. That's why I don't get Kody. Well, no, I take that back. I get Kody, but I don't understand why he's even doing this approach with Janelle. But I think the reason why this whole approach is because it stems from his hatred of Christine.
Absolutely.
It stems from the hatred he has with Christine, and he can't believe that, you sided with her. Yeah. She is wrong. And truth be told, I think both of them are wrong, to be honest, in my opinion. I think Kody treated Christine wrong in the sense of no affection and things of that nature. And Christine married Kody knowing that she was a polygamist.
And wanted to be the favorite wife.
Yeah, so it's so everything, the fact that Janelle basically chose, and the funny thing about it is she didn't choose Christine, she chose her kids, right? And that, because even then, if you watch, I don't know, was this episode, I think it was last season, to where Janelle was like, yo, stop pressing me about this divorce thing. Like basically, like, you want an answer and you want me to basically be bitter like you But I'm not that. Like, this is about one thing and one thing only. He disrespected my kids.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, Janelle is considering living near her kids and her grandkids. Yeah. Apparently, Maddie didn't tell Kody that she was pregnant because he didn't show much interest in the other two. So she's figuring, why would I tell him about the next baby?
It's been 3 years.
Kody believes, he just says jealousy and gossip.
I like that. Listen, Cody's low-key a comedian. I'm telling you, man. He is.
So he was a hero to the kids for 25 years, but now he is not.
Yeah.
Janelle tells him that she called the lawyer and he agreed to meet with them both so that they can discuss the details regarding the land.
Whoa, are you going to get legal stuff in this?
But Kody admits that he's bitter. He doesn't care. And he says that, we'll talk to the lawyer after we get more information. Pretty much, Kody wants to do what he want to do. He don't want to talk to no lawyer.
Yeah.
Janelle betrayed him by giving Christine all of her time and attention. And Janelle feels like it's time for her to lawyer up.
Kody don't want to get the lawyers involved. Right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this episode? I actually thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was the conversation between Kody and Janelle. It was good, but it just spiraled out of control. And I wish Janelle wouldn't allow Kody to veer her off of her topics. You came to talk about the land and the situation with the land, and now he wants to talk about the family dynamics and the relationship when he don't even want to be with you.
No, yeah.
You don't want to be with him, but y'all having this conversation, and in the confessional, he's talking about, yeah, we probably wouldn't have, this is all, just a fake conversation. And I'm just like, so then why are you having the conversation, Kody? Because you don't want to talk about the issue at hand, which is the land and the money. So
here's the thing. I feel like he still want to be friends with benefits with Janelle, but I'm starting to see the lack of affection that he has, that Christine speaks of. He don't know how to, at least from what I've seen in this episode, he don't know how to like sweet talk, or don't know how to play tug of war, to where you give a little, you get a little bit. You give a little, you get a little bit. Immediately once, it's like he talk about what he gives and things like that, and basically what he wants from Janelle. But when Janelle starts to speak of the things that she wants, he holds on to the rope tighter.
Yeah. And
it's like, no, man, like, truth be told, give a little bit, right? And now, listen here, we already made that mistake before. I'm not going to say no names. But obviously, like, one of the children has went on. You get what I'm saying? It's not here with us today. And I'm like, time is that precious, right? And now, if there's anything, Janelle's definitely like, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Because this whole, you made it about Christine. This has been about my kids, right? And she's like, I'm going to always pick my kids. And the thing about it is, she says something across the lines of, maybe Kody always been this way. And it's kind of hard to see really the character of someone if they were at one point a great father. Yeah. Right. And especially since they got that religious beliefs on it. Right. But it's hard for Kody to be a great father when all the sister wives live separately, because the whole point of y'all being polygamous and things of that nature, y'all supposed to be under one roof to make it kind of easier for him to basically transport to everybody. But basically he had 4, 3, whatever, because I don't even want to count Meri. He had different relationships and things like that, and to get around was going to be hard in itself. But when you corner him and basically be like, hey, you need to make up with your kids, he just basically like, no, I don't want to do that. They did this. And that's why Robyn losing respect for him. Janelle don't have respect for him. Christine's not polygamous. And Meri is finally free. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like that's basically the gist of what's going on in this season.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. We see y'all next time.
Bye.